Hello, I'm Big and this is my first HD commentary. I recently bought a HD PVR, and this is 1080i, so I'm going to check, well, it's 1080p on YouTube, but it's 1080i recording, so I'm going to, check all the settings and whatnot, and progressively get better quality over the next few videos. But yeah, this is a massive improvement over my Dazzle quality, I hope, so I think it's essentially like starting a new channel having HD, because it means now more people will not just fucking hate me and make really mean potato camera comments. But yeah, so since I'm a new commentator, I'll start with the good old, hey guys, I'm IBX Toycat, and this is a gameplay commentary on the map mission. I'm using the KS12, the extended mags, and I go 39 to 2, though I use an AC-130, so if you consider that 39 to 2 or not is up to you. But I ran out of things to say, I'm going to cut to the gameplay. So now that I've got that out of the way, I'm now an official HD commentator, and I think I should. Oh no, there's also but yeah, I do I'm using the KSG 12 in this gameplay, and I go 39 to 2. Though I use assault kill streaks, usually I like to stick to specialist for this series. But I decided to use assault just. Oh, I'm also using G18, so I guess that cancels out. But I like to use specialist when I'm doing this little mini series I have of giving tips with each weapon because it shows the weapon entirely. But the KSG 12, it doesn't need the specialist bonus. I'm going to cover that more later, so I guess you can just stick around the next 2 minutes while I explain. So anyway, the attachment and proficiency, I'm going to start like talking about the KSG 12 and actual tips for it now. The attachment and proficiency you should use on the KSG 12. So basically, it's a really good gun now. It wasn't good before, it was awful before the patch. But it's actually a good gun now, and it doesn't actually need anything, because let me just go through this. So the attachment, there's four attachments that don't actually make your weapon worse. I'm going to assume you don't want to use the silencer. I mean, use it for 15 kills. If you think it's usable, then by all means keep using it, but I think it's a waste of the weapon's strength personally, and if you're going to use a silenced weapon, use the USAS or the Striker or something, not the KSG. But out of the four attachments that don't make your weapon shit, there's the grip, there's the red dot, there's the holographic, and there's the extended mags. I use extended mags because extended mags is my favourite attachment. It just is. It's nice to know that if I, get a 12-man feed, I'll still have a 6 in the clip. But the KSG 12 shoots so slow, it's 57 RPM, which is the slowest shotgun in any Modern Warfare game, interestingly enough. But it shoots so slow that you're never really going to empty the magazine, and if you're not going to kill 12 guys without getting a chance to reload anyway. If you look at my reload patterns here, I actually reload just to keep in a full 12 supply anyway, just in case there is 12 guys in a row. But you're never going to go through 12 in a row, but I put extend mags on just in case that one time I go for an 18-man feed, if it ever happens. I'm prepared. But yeah, the other attachments, the grip, you don't need the grip at all because it doesn't have well, it fires so slow, the recoil settles like halfway through the pump. So unless you're gonna pump cancel, oh yeah, the pump cancel, that's another handy thing. But grip isn't needed at all. You can use it if you think, the recoil's really heavy on a shotgun, which is pump action. By all means, just use the grip. That doesn't actually help that much anyway. So, but then there's the red dot on the holographic. The red dot, it's nice and it makes the sight clearer, but you need to ideally hip fire this as much as you can. I mean, if you aim down sights a lot and you don't like the iron sights, use a red dot sight. Holographic, useless. Don't use ever except to get the challenge, which is a bitch to get. If you're gonna go for the challenges and you usually hip fire, use the stalker perk. I find that helps quite a bit. But anyway, the proficiency, there's damage and range. If you have to pick between the two, you don't actually really need both. You don't really need either, because damage makes it more consistent. It already kills in one shot like 95% of the time, and damage just takes up to like 97, 98. I don't find it that useful, so I personally use range, because range means that I'll be able to, or have that nice one shot kill for slightly longer, and then I'll have a more hit marker distance. And you get a surprising amount of kills at your edge of range of the KSG because it's just that beastly. And if you're not got damage or range yet, then use focus because kick is shit and melee's a bit pointless. Um, if you are going to use the specialist though, just remember to use damage. So anyway, besides that, the perk choice you're going to use. So the perks used to KSG isn't really that important. I'd say sleight of hand, though you don't need to reload it ever, so that is a bit pointless. Scavenger's also pointless. Recon, well, you're not really going to hit mark people, but if you want to use it for its original effect, Recon's good, and I think that's just about it in this. Or extreme conditioning if you think double sprint's important. But if you want more sprint, just use the USAS really. But in the first perk, it's not really important. In the second perk, Hardliner Assassin, take your pick, or Blast Shield, I guess if you're fancy. And third perk, Steady Aim, always Steady Aim, unless you want to get the challenges, in which case Stalker. Playing with the KSG-12, just think of it like a Spaz 12 from Modern Warfare 2. It's really potent, but make sure you hit your first shot. Like, always spend the extra half a second to line up a shot, because it takes over a second to pump, and that's just... You die almost all the time. Another little handy tip is learn the pump cancel for the weapon if you're going to use it and you want to get really good with it. I'll link you to that video on screen now. And it looks like we're near the end of the commentary, so I hope I've helped you with class choice in some way or other and haven't just ranted about how I hate things for 6 minutes. Thank you for watching my first HD commentary, and I think that's a goodbye, so goodbye.